Hi everyone. It's good to see all of you, even though you're not here. I'm picturing you in my mind. It's Marty, and I'm going to call these our Saturday snack. There will be a visitor popping in and out of here. That is my cat Axel, so you will see him. Whether he does any yoga or not, I don't know. So it's great to see everyone. Let's just take a moment and give ourselves 3 nice inhales and exhales. So breathing in, breathing out, long exhale through the mouth, breathing in, exhale, and one more time, breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. And remember, as you're doing this practice at home by yourself, you're welcome to continue that breathing for a little bit longer if you would wish. So let's begin with our beloved torso circles this morning or this afternoon, getting some nice movement through the hips, circling. Remember to take these nice and slow and just kind of figure out what you feel as you go around, moving from the hip creases. So this is not a head twirl. This is from the hip creases. Just moving, and if you get into a spot, I had a spot here yesterday that was a little sticky, maybe just breathe into it for a little bit before going on. And again, you're always welcome to do more of these. You can stop your video and do some more of these if they're feeling really good. And let's reverse and go the other direction for a few. So I'm going to call these videos a Saturday snack. So they'll just be little snippets, and you're always welcome to string them together. I'm not going to do a whole practice. I'm hoping to maybe do 10 minutes or so-ish. Always give yourself a little quiet breathing time at the beginning. And then at the end, be sure you take a Shavasana. Always give yourself a couple of minutes lying on the back. So just reversing your movements, see how these feel, what's going on. Notice the hips, the back, and coming back to center. So let's do a little side stretch. So taking your hand out to the side or a block. I have lots of books over there. You could also use a couple of nice thick books if you don't have a block. And just tip to the side. We want to lengthen through this side waist. I'm doing my right side first, but you can do either one. Inhaling that arm up and over. And just open up through this rib cage and breathe into it. 3 nice inhales and exhales here. And if your shoulder's a little cranky, you're welcome to just bend that arm and just lay the elbow alongside the head and breathe. Just getting a nice little stretch. And then we're going to inhale back up and exhale over to the other side. So again, using a block or a book. If you feel like the floor is a little too far away, if it's been a while since you've done these, inhaling the arm up. I'm definitely going to bend on this side. This is my shoulder side. And lengthening from the hip point to the armpit and breathe. 3 inhales and exhales here, just filling and emptying that right lung area. Getting a nice stretch of the intercostal muscles through the ribs. Keeping this very, very gentle. And when you're ready, inhale and bring it back up. Good. So let's get a little twist to the right. So taking the left hand over to the right knee, swinging the right arm back behind, opening up that right shoulder, and breathing. Again, 3 nice inhales and exhales. Try not to rush through any of these. And again, if you desire to stop your video and take a little bit longer, you're welcome to do that. And inhale, exhale back through center and the other side. So right arm is going to go to the left thigh and turn and breathe. Left arm is going to go back behind. And remember, we're trying not to slump over. We're trying to open up the front of the body here, get the shoulders up and back, get the head back, and breathe. back through center. So let's take the hands behind the back. So letting the collarbones and the upper chest open up, palms facing the buttocks. Let's unfold the legs. And just open up and breathe up and down the front of the spine. And maybe let's get a little footwork. So let's start to windshield wiper the feet, side to side. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And let's do the flip-flops with the feet. And you can notice that as you do the flip-flop part, that thigh bone starts to move in the hip socket a little bit. So we start to get a little nice gentle movement there, which is beautiful. And let's point and flex the feet. So drawing the toes up towards the body and pointing them away. And do that kind of vigorously to get that ankle joint moving a little bit. These are always good. You know, you can do these lying down in bed. You can do these sitting in a chair. If you have someone in your family who is wheelchair bound or has limited mobility, that's a great thing to have them do. And ankle circles. So start in one direction and do a good dozen or so in one direction. You may get a little snap, crackle, pop, just getting these feet going. I think I sent out, I'm not sure, yeah, I think I sent out the toe bunion, a toe bunion piece to some of you guys. And if not, you can always check on my Unfolding Heart Yoga page on Facebook. And let's reverse the direction with those ankle circles now. I post a lot of things there for you to look at. So if you're on Facebook, that's another good place to look. Good. And let's bend the knees up. And let's just get a little side-to-side movement, a little windshield wiper movement with the knees now. So, you know, you don't have to go too awfully far, only as far as comfortable. You may feel some resistance through the hip and thigh. You may feel it along this iliotibial band, the IT band. Just going side to side. This should feel nice. Just notice if the two sides are different. One side may feel very, very different. Notice if that's your dominant or your non-dominant side. And then let's butterfly. Open and close. Just getting a little external rotation. Breathing in and out as you do this. Beautiful. Good. And bring them on up. So let's give ourselves a nice hug. Drop the chin. Maybe support that forehead. You know, that head forward position is something that's pretty common. So let's give that forehead a little support. Let the forehead be heavy on that fist. Breathe up into the back side of the lungs here. So just inhale. Let's give this nice 3 inhales and exhales. Get it all the way up underneath your shoulder blades and exhale. One more. Good. So sit comfortably for a moment. Let's get a little hand stretch because we are going to go to hands and knees. So sticking that left hand out, right fingers go to left fingers and give yourself a nice stretch. Opening up that arm and that hand. This counters a lot of this is a nice warm up too for doing some hands and knees stuff. Reach around from behind and pull that thumb back. Give it a little massage. Just get a nice, good stretch through this arm and this hand. Good, and shake it out. Let's switch sides. So the right hand comes palm out. Left fingertips to the inside of those right fingers and pull back. Be a little gentle here. If your wrists are very tight, this is a beautiful wrist stretch. If you spend a lot of time in this position doing anything, reading, knitting, sewing, texting, on the computer, even artists spend a tremendous amount of time. And then reach around behind, grab that thumb, open that thumb out, give that hand a nice stretch and a nice opening. And go ahead and shake it out. So go ahead and let's come to hands and knees. We're already at 10 minutes, so we'll go just for a few more minutes here because I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So get a nice little bit of support for the back. So don't let the low back sag. Try to keep a nice flat back here if you can. And let's torso circle. Turning to the side will help you see this. So we're working from the hip creases here. So just notice how this feels. It's a good thing we stretch those wrists a little bit because now they're getting a little bit of work opening that hand up. So I'm going to do about half a dozen or 7 of these, and then we're going to switch and back it around the opposite direction. So, you know, I figured 10 to 15 minutes a day of just some nice gentle movement is so helpful for the body, especially if you've had a long day at the office. You don't want to overdo, especially at the end of the day, I think. Good, and I'm going to switch back around. So we're going to come a little forward and let the legs lengthen out. And we're going to push the butt up and back away from us and let the arms lengthen. So if you get to like here and it's really tight, please don't force it. Inhale, come back forward. Work in little bits with these larger joints. There's no need to go the whole way all at once. Maybe it'll sit back a little further. Inhale, exhale back. So about 5 of these is nice. And just notice too that you're forward bending and extending here. When we come back and stick the butt up in the air, we're getting a nice forward bend at those hip creases. So you may really feel that. And then inhale and come forward. Good. Let's exhale back. And my shoulder's been really tight, this right one. And this is a nice stretch. I'm taking it little by little by little. I haven't gone all the way back yet. Last one. Good, and come back forward. So let's take the right leg straight back behind us. So I'm gonna kind of do this so you can see. So the right leg goes straight back. We're gonna lift it up, cross it over behind us, and then we're going to the left, and then you're going to turn and look left and get a nice side stretch here. Some of you are really bendy, so you can really curve around. Others, not so much. If you're tight in that right side and you're feeling tightness through the hip, maybe you just take a peek under your armpit. Maybe you don't go that far back. So breathe. And again, you can stay as long as this feels good. If you want to stay longer, stop the video and stay longer. And bring it back. Let's bring that leg up. Circle the hips a couple times each direction. And we'll get the left side. So we're going to take that left leg straight back behind us. We're going to pick it up, cross it over to the right behind. And then we're going to turn and look to the right. And again, if you want to peek under your armpit instead of looking around the shoulder, just notice the difference between the two sides. Notice if one side has a lot more pliability to it. If the fascia is a little looser on one side than the other. And breathe. And when you're ready, let's bring it back. Good. And circle those hips again, just a little bit. All right, so come to lying down on your belly. Lengthen yourself out. Take those hands and place them up on your butt. Keep your head looking out and forward in front of your mat, so don't drop the head down. Keep it looking out. And breathe. And notice we're getting this nice opening through the shoulders. The spine is fully supported along the mat. So get this beautiful shoulder stretch here. Breathe. So this is just like a half locust with arms behind the back. Give yourself nice 3 inhales and exhales. And again, if you'd like to come to a recovery position, an alligator pose, and then do it again, you're welcome to stop the video and do it again. So we're almost up to our 15 minutes if we're not already there. So don't forget at the end of your snack to always take a little Shavasana. So just come to lying down on your back. Knees can be bent or straight. Maybe you give yourself a little windshield wiper side to side. And then find a comfortable Shavasana. If the legs are comfortable straight, palms up to the sky, great. If that's too much pull on your back, just bend the knees, place your hands on your belly or palms up at the sky. And just allow yourself to get heavy and relaxed into your mat. And I'd recommend that you stay 1 to 2 minutes. 3 to 5 would be ideal. Now when you're ready, just roll yourself back up to sitting. I like to sit up on my blanket or a block. So get yourself sitting up on a little something to let those hips drop forward. Take a moment. Just be grateful for the movement that your body allows you to have. And remember that all shall be well. All shall be well. And all manner of things shall be well. For there is a force of love in the universe that holds us close and never lets us go. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful day. Thank you so much. Namaste.